So I got an email this weekend from somebody locally that had some tools to sell. They belong to his dad, who used to be an engineer for helicopters. So there's some engineering tools here, as well as some woodworking tools and other bits. But I'll go through them bit by bit. So there's a few squares and things in here. Some nice marbles ones, sliding bevels. You know, some nice bits, but need a little bit of work. Not a huge amount of value. There's some lovely mortise gauges. These ones are very nice. So they're solid brass and ebony. I think they're all rosewood. Really heavy feel. Very old. They'll clean up really nicely. Very collectible. Yeah, those are really nice. Just a plain wooden one, mortise gauge. And this one hasn't got the sort of same heavy feel. I think this one might be marbles, although I can't see any maker's marks on it. So 5 of those. There are some Forstner bits. So looks like it's a 1/4 inch up to 2 inch and 1/8. There is a really nice Moore and Wright depth micrometer. It's nice and clean, nice and free moving. It's got all the rods, and I've probably got a couple of spare spanners somewhere in one of the boxes. So there's some other micrometers here. These are a bit tatty. I'll probably sell these for spares and repairs and somebody else to do them up, because I don't have the time at the moment. Same with this one here. This Moore and Wright 0 to 1 inch micrometer. He's in quite nice condition. I'm sure that's just a bit of sticky stuff will clean off it. It's in a Chesterman box, but never mind. Then there's some radius gauges and a screw thread pitch gauge, all Moore and Wright. They're nice. There's some router bits here. These are all sealed, still got the wax seal on them, brand new. And this set doesn't look like I've had much use at all. Not a huge amount of money, but good to add into the deal. There's a precision drilling and boring jig. That again is excellent condition. Looks like it's hardly been used if ever. All the instructions. These are carving chisels or whittling knives. This one's got a mark on it, which the camera will focus, will say Winson and Newton, I think it is. It's quite unusual, but again, I get those don't need much work, but a little clean, nice little box for them to be put in. There's another 0 to 1 inch micrometer here. This one is very nice. Doesn't need any work. These little clips are an extra when you look in the old leaflets. This was not an optional extra, but that's a really nice one. It's got the original rust paper in there and the little spanner. There's a Presto tap and die set. This is BSF. Looks like there's a couple of replacement. This one I think here is Whitworth, but still good, and Presto very desirable. There's a roll of augers there, which is pretty good. This set here are dowel cutters. These I should be able to get 100 quid for on their own, and again they don't look used at all, or very barely used. Yeah, sort of got like a sticky tacky residue, like a you know, like they've not been cleaned, you know, sort of, you can see it there, like they're just fresh out of the factory, like that's been put on them as rust protection. This one might look used because it's got a bit of dust in it, but I don't know whether that's just from storage. But either way, they're in really good condition. Nuit getagd, I think it's Dutch or German, but yeah, nice condition. There's a few hammers here. Some of them are, you know, nothing special. There's a Kent pattern, it's quite cool. This one is a cobbler's hammer. Again, it's quite nice. But there are some really nice hammers here. This is a White House. I think it's a coal pick, you know, miner's sort of coal pick hammer. This one's stamped White House, so he won't take long to clean up, and that will go for good money. There's a few strapped hammers. This one's been turned. The guy reckons his dad made this, but that, you know, is not relatively clean one side, a little bit rusty other side, but this will be really easy to clean off. You know, it's lovely and solid, but it's got a lovely feel in the hand as well. So that one's really nice. There's 3 other strapped hammers here. Again, won't take much to clean because they're all just very light rust on them. I'll give them an oil. This one's got sort of little cutouts on the top. But yeah, again, very nice. This one's got a real sort of quite a thick handle. Again, a really nice feel in the hand. And then this is a crate maker's hammer, which again, strapped, really nice feel to it. So yeah, that will clean up really nicely as well. So all in all, you know, quite a few hammers, the mortise gauges, the squares, some really nice stuff there. Over 120 quid. I think it did pretty well. Stay tuned, so I've got a few other deliveries arriving today and tomorrow, and then somebody else to see later on this week. So it's been a good couple of days for me.